Hey everybody, it's Triple J. Welcome back to another episode of Bountiful Bayou here in City Skylines. And we're taking a look at this crazy intersection. Just how wild it is. It's actually quite mesmerizing, just sort of staring at it, because there are so many people using the train, so many people walking, and so many cars moving through here at a frantic pace. But this is part of the serious enjoyment of this game, is just when you see, I don't know, there's just that hustle and bustle is so cool. It's so lovely. Look at all these people coming out of this train station. And then they're hopping up here, they're getting up onto the ramp, walking all about the city. I mean, it's good stuff. It's actually incredible because if you think about how many people are coming out of that train station, but then how many cars we still have. Now, the other thing, too, is that there are going to be some people, and we just saw a few, not a ton, actually, which is good, but sometimes if you don't have proper transportation, which we don't really, outside of walking, we don't really have proper transportation quite yet from the train station to other parts of the city, but we're actually not seeing a lot of cars spawning right here. That would have just add to the chaos of this intersection. Yeah, most of these people are just walking. I mean, I think I saw like one or two cars spawn coming in or out, but that's a good sign. That means that either their distance is close enough to walk from the train, which is good, which is very, very good. Or I suppose their distance is close enough that they can get to the metro, because we do have the metro stops. I kind of forgot about that. Are those being used a lot? Yeah, I mean, not really. 215. Yeah, I mean, we're growing. The city is, still growing. We do only have 30,000 people, which is kind of nuts considering how much space we're taking up here. But yeah, still not very much. We are going to have to do this at some point too, although it's holding fairly well. But I do fear that once we have some more stuff over here, this is just not going to hold anymore. This is the in-game cloverleaf. It's a decent asset. I mean, I don't love this like uppy downy bridge thing, but and these junctions are a little too close together. I mean, it looks all right, but I just don't. There's just not a lot of room for high capacity. I suppose you could do some lane adjustment stuff, and that would probably help with it. Actually, if you were to use, it's just a lot of junctions very, very close together, and some sharp turns, and which cause slowdowns, things like that. But it's actually holding pretty well for how many cars are going through there. Okay, so what I wanted to do in this episode is really get this hooked up and then start adding more people in. And then we're going to have to start, looking at what else we can do about this. Because now it's not backed up over here. Yeah, I mean, this is what you want. You want all three lanes. See, this clown is causing issues, right? See, a lot of them are doing that. A lot of them are doing that. Okay, so then what that tells me is what we want to do. So let's say if you're coming from here, you have to go this way. No, if you're coming left, yeah, you can come into here. But if you're coming off of here, you have the option to go into both of these lanes, which might help. Because then I'm going to allow you to do that. But if you are staying, if you're staying there in that lane, what will this do? If by the time you get to here, yeah, see, I don't want that. If I'm just going to force you to stay in the lane that you're in, you have to go, yeah, you can go in around this. That's fine. We might want 2 lanes for this off-ramp. I don't know. Again, I don't want to make too many changes at once. But let's see if that maybe does anything. I also don't necessarily want to force you, though, if you're... Well, I suppose if you're in this left lane, you have to make that decision. You gotta choose back here Okay, if you're like, okay, I need to turn right, I need to get into the right lane over here. But I suppose what that does is does not allow anybody from behind here to get into this far right lane if they want to. Which is a bit of a problem, I suppose. But I guess that doesn't really matter because you can still turn right here from the left lane. You know, don't be a poopy head about it. Just, you know, get in your lane. But see, now that I've done that, now there's only so many people going into this lane. It's just so few people. Oh, see, oh, because I didn't, I thought I adjusted this. Did I not adjust? Oh, I didn't adjust this. Oh, well, that's my problem. Oh, I thought I did that. Okay, so if you are in these lanes, you have to stay in this lane. Oops. Yeah, because I think that's okay. I'm honestly, guys, my lane management skills are pretty trash. I'm gonna be honest with you. So yeah, you can turn left there, and you can go there, or you can just do this, right? And that's totally fair. So that's gonna force more people to use this middle lane. Maybe. I don't know if it's gonna force people to use this middle lane over here though. Because honestly, if you're on the inside left, that is going to be a closer left turn. So essentially, the people coming from this direction or this direction are going to be able to turn left out of that far left lane. And the people coming off of this direction are going to be only be able to turn left from the center, which should fill all three of these lanes up more, which is good. That might be the ticket. Because now we're starting to see more lane usage in the center. Much more lane usage in the center. It's not perfect yet. It's not a perfect system, but again, I think we let this kind of play out and see how this goes. This is clearing out a lot faster, though, than it had been. So that's good. We'll let it. We'll let that simmer. We'll let that simmer. Okay, let's get this off of here, though. Let's get this ramp. So we'll try to connect it similar way. Let me go like this to there, and then this will go into there. Great. Over here, let's keep that up. I think I'll start it. Again, I don't anticipate really any zoning on this avenue, right? This will be sort of our in-town expressways. And with that in mind, let's do this. And then I'm going to make that connection there. Great. That looks nice. It'll go the opposite direction, of course. Like so. That as well. Okay. So now we will let me bring this down. Oh, okay, that's ridiculous height. I don't know why, but let me do this. And then we'll make the turn. Which is there. Great. And I think that's perfect. I think that looks great. And most importantly, realistic. Cool. Okay, let's mess with moving a little here. So I think I'll do this one, and this one to there. Oh, is this a little bit higher? Oh, it is. Okay. Then in that case, this and this. We'll redo all of these to be that. Cool. Cool. Okay, and then this will go like that. We'll just do a nice gradual drop. Actually, I think I'm going to bring this down. Yeah, like that. That's a nice climb. There we go. Nice. Nice climb. Cool. And many people are using that already, although they're turning left, which is no. That's just going to cause chaos over here, so yeah. So that will allow you to go there, and then that'll be right turn only. Oh, these people are sneaking in last ditch pathing efforts. Those two snuck it in at the last minute. Again, this will get used a lot more once we have people over here. But that will be the way to get on to the highway from there. And we will want something on the other side, like a something coming up and over. I just don't know where that is because we have this intersection here. You know, it's possible we could start something over here and bring it up. Ugh. Yeah, gonna have to think about that one. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, honestly, the reality is that, you know, every interchange that you do is not going to, I don't know, every interchange that you have doesn't necessarily need to have an on-off going to both sides, right? It's a lot. It's a lot to do, and unless that is, you know, I think there are certain ways that there should be that, but I don't think every single one needs that because, I don't know, sneaking in an on-ramp or an off-ramp here or there is totally fine in other areas. Again, we can do something over here, which I think will help alleviate maybe some of this, because then we can have people who are coming from here who need to go over here. They might instead use this. I don't know if that's actually faster, though. This is already looking clearer. Again, it's busy. It's very, very busy, but I don't think it's... Now we don't have people in the right-hand lane anymore. I guess that's only if... That's interesting. That's actually very interesting. What was our rules again there? That if you're in the right lane, you are going to be going straight. I see. So we just don't have a lot of people going straight. Well, I want to keep people using the middle lane because that is nice. But I wonder... Because, well, the other thing is, there's not a lot over here. Honestly, I'm going to leave it, because what might end up happening is if I create an off-ramp going this direction back to the city, we might actually be creating some sort of in-town loop. That's actually a very interesting idea, and I kind of want to science it. Will you science with me? Let's science together. So let me drop that down. I might as well drop this side down for samesies. And what I'm going to do is have an off-ramp. Why is this so high? Okay. Yeah, let's just get back to ground level, please. Thank you. So let's do... Tricky part is having this, the metro track and the bike path. So if I can go above that, let's go down to 12. And then we'll link this like that. And then I will snag... Give me that, maybe? Can I get a little closer than that, actually? I want, like, between that. But I guess that's okay. Okay, so then this will go down there, and then we'll do a nice curve. Okay, that looks all right. Yeah, that's enough, I think. Okay, and then we're battling with a ton of angles right here. So let's see if I go like this. Ish. Let me see. If I did something like that. I don't love that angle, though. If I get rid of you, and I go like this, I'm going to kill that, but I can just put it back. I'll pause this real quick. Yeah, that's not better. It's not as angly as I would like it to be, if that's a word. Let's just kind of see how it looks, though. I mean, again, I don't know if this is the right move for here, but it might be. It might be. Oh, I have proper tree energy on. Okay, so let's first get the heights set up here. Let me grab this. Let's make sure that we are high enough for all of this. Okay, to there. May need to raise it up a little bit more. Nope, I think that's okay. So we'll bring the bike path through. Back to its spot. Nice. Actually, we could probably come down. Well, let's just see how this goes. I think I want to keep that probably level. So this might be... Drop this a skosh. There we go. Okay. And then as far as this intersection goes... Again, so now this far right lane will be the entrance ramp for this. Now... Yeah, okay, so I'm only having traffic going left here. So I guess the right should also be all 3 lanes? Is that crazy? I guess I could... Well... Yeah, that's crazy. So, we'll take that off. That can go there. This will be a dedicated left. I mean, lane management can get real crazy. It starts to feel super, super nutty. And it can be very chaotic. I mean, honestly, like, I've been playing this game a very, very long time, and arguably I don't have a lot of skill with Traffic Manager. I haven't... As much time as I've spent having the mod, I have not dedicated hours and hours to figuring out all the intricacies of it and the ins and outs. I basically just use the lane management, and I'm somewhat crappy at it. So, it's, you know, there's so many things to know. But it will be interesting to see if we start seeing more cars using this as a turnaround, and indeed we are. That is exactly what's happening. That is exactly what's happening. Because what I could start doing here is even using these left turns to have access to the directly on. I don't know. I mean, it's not ideal, obviously. It's not ideal to have people getting off the highway to then just get back on a different highway, especially running through an intersection as busy as this. But at the same time, you know, I don't know. It's not the else of the end of the world. Oh, we have to get rid of that left turn. No. Because this is such a long distance, I'm also going to allow quite a bit of lane merging in this intersection, because it's going to be the most gradual. I'm going to allow you to do some crossing here. Because also, too, if you're in this far right lane, you can cross to this middle, which does allow you to continue on straight. Which is fine. That's what you want that. You know, still, the majority of people... Yeah, see, you're not going to always get everybody following the rules. Oh, I don't have this set. Oh, did I just miss that blue? Wait, what? Wait, what are you doing? Get out of there. No, no, no. Oh, see, this is a problem. How did I miss that blue? Silly. Yeah, we don't want that merging happening. What that's going to affect, though, is this. So, I guess this will be either lane. And then this can be this straight. And then this will be this and this, maybe? I don't know. It can really get heady once you start adjusting lanes like that. It can really get heady. So, anyway, let's take a short little break for that and spend the last few minutes of the episode kind of putting in some more houses over here. Now, let me refresh my memory on services. Looks like we have enough of that. Yeah, so we're pretty well covered. Okay, so we don't have... Oh, no, we do have schools. Okay. We have both high school and elementary. We're a little short on the elementary in there, but I'm not too worried about that. And then parks. How are we doing on parks? So we have two big ones there, a little one there. We can stand for another dog park. Maybe on the back side of this. Then we're missing some parks over here. Now we could put in a proper like city park thing as well, which I'm not opposed to. I don't know if that's where I want to spend my time though. In here, what we could do is like we could kind of use this like awkward curvy bit for a little bit of a basketball court. And like a playground, potentially. Yeah, because this could be on the curvy. That's totally fine by me. We can straighten it and move it into the corner. Like so. Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice way to use that corner. And even maybe have another basketball court in here. Potentially. Trees kind of get a little messy, but yeah, we can sneak another one in here for sure. For sure. Nice. It's a fun way to use that area. Okay. Let's get down some more residential. I'm going to put a couple of like little corner shops. Do a little bit of that on some of these corners. There's a good corner shop, maybe even a couple. It's totally fine. Maybe one right there. There'll be mostly commercial on, I think, on the avenue, but okay, let's bring in some residential. We don't have a ton of demand, but I think enough where that will start to fill in. We have a bit of industrial demand, which... Oh, yeah, I put this mall down. But I think... Did I just keep this here? I don't think it actually fit. I think I had it here originally, but then it felt weird, and I moved it. And I don't know what to do with it just yet. I can't remember. I might have to go back on the episode and look at that. Or you can let me know what I was supposed to be doing there. You know, actually, this would be a good little spot here for a little city park. Yeah, why not? Why don't we just do one of those real quick? Doesn't take a whole lot. So we'll have a tiny little entrance here. I will take the park. And we'll just make this a nice little walkabout area. And it's down. We can just do maybe just like a couple of like gazebos. Just kind of make it nice. That's the side gate. Again, I don't really care generally about you know, making money off of parks. You don't really make a lot of money off of parks, and I think that's fine. It's mostly about getting people, you know, making it nice for people and, you know, for the attractiveness. I mean, the amount of money that they're paying for the admission is just, it's just not going to really make or break your bank account. Yeah, let's just curve that a little so we don't have that thing in there. And they don't have to be filled with everything, right? It doesn't have to be this super, super fancy thing. You can put down, like, a restaurant. Right there or something. Maybe these park... or just the gazebos. I think this is my favorite gazebo. Kind of want this on this corner, though. Like so. Just a nice little walkable area. Maybe we could do that right there. Just another little place to sit. And then I usually like to have the park fence running along the outside. And what's really nice is it snaps. Not always do you want to snap it, but it does snap to the edges of this because it's made for that to extend the park fence. The only thing is the corners can sometimes be tricky. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. Yeah, this is always tricky. Yeah. There we go. Nice. Sometimes you gotta be a little finicky with it. Okay, see, like, that goes too far. Okay, bring this down. About there. It's probably gonna be too short. Then you just redo it. There we go. And then that fence killed the path. That's frustrating. Okay, so I'm going to turn off anarchy. Or, I'm sorry, not anarchy. I'm going to turn off collision, rather. Get that in there. Yeah, sometimes the paths, the fencing is weird sometimes. The fencing is definitely can be a little wonky. Then what we can do is just sort of drop in some trees. Bada bing, bada boom. You got a little city park, right? Just a little nice area. Your Sims to walk through. Cool. And, you know, it's a good use of sort of an awkward space, right? Totally good use of a little awkward space. You know, I'm kind of wondering if we want a little bit of high density maybe on this side. High density res. We have a little bit over here. I think this square and this square are still going to be that. Do I have enough death care, though? You almost can't have enough death care. Space already occupied. What? It's like, what are you talking about? There we go. Put one of those. Put another one in there. So we'll start getting some more people in there. I mean, this is still crazy. This is fairly clean, and this is honestly fairly clean as well. It's just when it starts to back up. And I could give them more space, but, you know, that's not technically I don't know, it's not really the problem. I'm actually okay with people sitting on this off-ramp. I just don't want it really backing up onto here too much. Or, you know, yeah, I just don't want people to be sitting here waiting and backing up onto this. That's where it's not good. But everyone, that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, more infrastructure stuff. We'll keep an eye on this. I mean, people are using it, which is cool. But we'll you know, we're gonna have to keep. It's gonna be constant reworking. It's gonna be constant problem solving. But that's kind of the, you know, eventually the game does become a little bit of, you know, that traffic simulator kind of a thing where you're having to figure out how to balance traffic, and the traffic manager mod makes that definitely possible and allows you to do some fun things with that. But we'll keep expanding to this neighborhood, and then keep problem solving and keep adding to this, and, you know, just sort of base our reactions off of how the city and how the Sims use it. It's kind of all you can do, right? You just sort of build and then see what happens and then make adjustments. That's sort of the game, but that's kind of the fun part of it, right? There's the creative side of it, and then there's the, you know, sort of the gameplay side of it, and that's one of the fun gameplay elements of it. But everybody, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Bountiful Bayou here in City Skylines. Bye, everybody.